So we're doing this live on radio tonight, folks, and for Cable 12, you'll see this Monday night at 8 o'clock and Saturday night's game Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, right? Okay, good stuff. And, of course, you can hear both games live here in CJTT. Tonight and tomorrow night, we'll be on the air tomorrow night. Al won't be with me. Jim Moore will be sitting in tomorrow night for you, Al. I don't know if he can fill your shoes, but where are you going again?
I'm going to work.
Okay, well, that's good.
Got to buy some skis for next year.
Okay, yeah, well, you could buy some more for this year.
They told me next year was going to be downhill, so.
Okay, Jack Moore, Alvin Willard, Denise Crayford, Andrew Ager, Mike Cutting back in the studio, keeping us on the air. You're doing a great job there, Michael. Just don't desert us, and we're all right.
The other linesman, Jack, is Simon Chartrand.
There you go.
Rive on the other side, and Daryl Fristo at the strike.
And the starting goaltenders, Nicholas Leach for Valley East, and of course, no surprise, Chad Marshall getting the start for the Cubs. We are underway here in Game 1 of this best-of-5 series, and as Al said in the pregame show, this is a new season, and although Valley East didn't do very well this year, and certainly didn't do well against the Cubs, you just never know what could happen in a playoff game, and they iced the puck right from the opening face-off as they fed a lead pass up to Luke Messier that was just a little bit too far for him. And a decent crowd here tonight, and people still coming in. And I think I was concerned that maybe the interest wouldn't be here for this series, Al. A lot of people expecting the Cubs to win, so they'll just bypass this one and wait for the semis. But fans know it's new season as well, guys. But they're coming out as they have all year, and hats off to the fans who have supported this team, and it's been an exciting year. Puck in the Valley East zone, back to the blue line it goes. The shot off the stick of Claude Rivard was blocked. He gets it again, lets it go. That goes wide of the net. Luke Messier there for Valley East picks it up, banks it off the boards, comes to center. Joel's there. He drives it right back in. Leaf stops it behind the net and leaves it there for Stephen Carrier. He plays it up on the right side. Puck bouncing in the air. Jason Pergette turns and fires it back into the Valley East zone. Cubs changing their defense on the fly here. Luke Messier for Valley East around the boards. Puck in the Valley East zone. Pergette in the corner, battling for it. Zephyrus in there. Puts it right on the stick of number 19, Chris Barron. Cubs keep it in. Here's Zephyrus on it again in the corner. He's pinned to the boards. In behind the Valley East net it goes. Burnham throwing his weight around in the corner. Pergette moves in. Digging for it. Burnham behind the net now, chasing it. Looks in front. Throws it back into the corner. Pergette behind the net, centered it out in front. Zephyrus is there. And Leash drops, covers, and hangs on for a face-off. So, I guess a cautious start.
Cubs had to control the puck all the time. They didn't get a chance for a shot on goal, but they're going to go out there and get the boys in the game. They're changing the lines quick. They're on their third line change already, and get everybody in the game.
The memory we have of this Southeast team is 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was, when they got beat 70-2. I noticed in the first minute here so far tonight, they're working a little bit harder than they did in that game. I don't know if they can keep it up for 60 minutes, but we'll see. Krieger centered it right out in front, and Loach got a stick on it, but it went wide. There's the centering pass off a skate. In the slot it comes, and Scott Holmes takes it for Valley East. Holmes pinned to the boards nicely there by Julian Code, and the Cubs come back to center. Major has trouble with it. Lost in his skates inside his own line now. He looks for somebody to pass to, throws it back for Julian Code. Puck still in the Cubs zone. Major back behind his own net to Code in the corner. He throws it through the slot area. Just get rid of it to center. Not out though. Joey Roy trying to go to the net. Comes in front. Cleared away by Major. Back to the blue line it comes and out to center. Krieger gets away. He's got a break. Jeff Krieger trying to catch up with that puck, and a good defensive play there by the Valley East defenseman as he got back and took Krieger out of the play, and the net comes off the piping, so we'll get a whistle. 17:32 to go here in the first period. No score in this hockey game.
Jeff didn't have time to wind up for that blistering drive of his, Jack. Good back checking by the Valley East player to knock him off balance before he could get a shot away.
He just couldn't seem to get his balance to get the speed going. I'm certain had he been turned around the right way, he would have had a clear break there, because he's certainly got the wheels. There's a quick shot from the face-off by Denemy, just goes wide. Dave Brown behind the net. He's got brother Craig in front. There's a centering pass off the skate. Sean Denemy lets it go, and he just missed. Sean Brown. I'll get it right, Chet.
They're on the same line.
Dave Brown couldn't keep it in. Dumped into the Cubs zone by Eric LeMay. Joyelle. Now here's Denemy to center. One-on-one, Denemy over the line, gets around his man, goes to the corner with it, centered it out in front of the net. And Joyelle was tied up. Craig Brown back to the point. He gets it back again off the skate. Comes to the side of the net. Dave Brown takes a whack at it. The net comes off again, and we get another whistle.
We have a face-off deep in the Valley East zone to the left of the goaltender. Is that Leash?
Yeah, Nick.
Is that how you say that? Leash?
Yeah.
There are in Valley East. I'm looking for a new leash on life here. Jason Forget will be out there to take the draw against Chris Barron.
No relation to Rick. There's a quick shot. Leash stops that right off the base. Yeah. Valley East to center now. They're having trouble controlling that puck. They really offensively don't get much going most of the time. So far in this game, I don't think Chad's had a shot yet, has he?
Nope.
There's the giveaway inside the line. Luke Forget let one go. For Valley East. Keep it in again. There's a quick shot. Glove save, Marshall. And he hangs on with the Valley East player cruising in there. So we'll have a face-off in the Cub zone.
Face-off will be to the...
yeah, where is that going?
Right.
Right. Marshall.
Where's what?
Where's that face-off going anyway?
It's going to be down there somewhere. That's right underneath the light bulb that's out.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Jeff Krieger out there now to take the draw against Ryan Crisp.
And it goes right to Major from the face-off. He takes it in behind the net. Gets it up to Sean Scott. First game back after that long injury. Bet you he's glad to be back playing. Puck in the Cub zone now. To the right of Chad Marshall. Dig for it in the corner, and we get 5 players in there and a whistle, so we'll do it again. So no real flow to this game as of yet, a bit of a slow start. The Cubs have had most of the territorial play, not a lot of great shots on goal though. And Valley East just the one shot, or did you even give him a shot on that?
Yes, they had one.
You did, okay.
They got one, yes. 2-1 for the Cubs. It's in shots on goal.
Yeah, don't confuse it. No
That's
score.
Not the score.
15:59 to go here in the first period.
And Krieger will be against Crisp again on the face-off.
Valley East wins it. They'll keep it in. Dumped into the corner to the left of Marshall. Chasing it in there is Ryan Crisp. And he's pinned to the boards immediately. And another whistle. Darryl Cristo blowing it down.
Valley East already establishing a checking program that they didn't have the last game that they were here, Jack.
Yeah, that's true. And as you said, a few more players here tonight than were here the last time we saw them. So that extra line might help in the long run.
Cubs change up their line, try and get the puck out of their own zone. They're having a little bit of trouble right there.
From the face-off. Puck comes loose. Backhand shot wide of the Cub goal. They centered it right in front. Oh, Marshall was down, and the Valley East player lifted it right up over top and through the crease and out the other side. Well, that's the closest they've come. Comes back the other way. Craig Brown going to the net. Oh, what a save by Leash. In the corner it goes. Dave Brown behind the net. Craig will chase it on the far side. Tries to get free. He's checked. And the pass in the middle for LeMay was cut off. And here comes Craig Brown again. He falls as he tries to go by the Valley East player. Now Dave Brown steals it inside the line and it slides to center. Claude Rivard dumped it in. There's a pass on an open wing down into the Cub zone. It'll go, and no icing. Joel picks it up behind the net. Long pass up to Safiris. Almost got away. Back comes Valley East, and then Burnham knocks his man into the boards heavily. That's Michael Corno. Joel will go back after it. Rivard. Nice pass to Forget in the middle. Ooh, he had a little trouble controlling it. And Valley East comes back the other way. Now they want to change here on the fly. But the Cubs keep the pressure on. The Spears will chase it. Can't get to it. Burnham knocks it down. Here's Forget now back inside the line. And he's checked. And it's just cleared out and down into the Cub zone. Luke Forget getting rid of it, and that's icing against the Valley East. 14-11 to go here in the first period. No score in the game.
A lot of play between the lines, Jack. Not a lot of action around the goals. Dave Brown had a couple of good opportunities. I guess it was Craig that had the opportunities. Getting real good shots, and one real good save by Leach, so real good.
Yeah, on Craig Brown who broke in. Krieger on the draw. Here's Loach going to the net. Scores! Marty Loach.
Valley East coach will be talking to his defenseman on that play. Loach walked right in untouched. And didn't really get a real good shot away. It trickled through the pad zone. And Cubs have a 1-0 lead here with 14:08 left in the first period. Krieger, I think, will get an assist on that play.
The old saying, go to the net. And he did. Marty went to the net and put it home between the legs of goaltender Leach. So the Cubs have a 1-0 lead. And back they come again. Krieger, long drive wide of the net. Loach will chase it to the corner. Centered it out in front. And taking it there for Valley East is Joey Roy. He's checked as he went in over the Cub line. Can't get anywhere with it. Centered in front. And Loach is there to clear it away. He's stopped there by Matthew Hodges. But Krieger flattened in the center ice area. He was leveled. Now Loach is dumped inside the line. Hodges back for Valley East. Has it taken away by Denemy. Sean Denemy with Craig Brown. And Denemy was checked. And the Valley East Consbeck will bring it to center. Roy, offside as number 20, Eric LeMay, just a little too quick on the left side.
LeMay wasn't too quick. It was the guy with the puck, you know, dilly-dally at the blue line, put his guy offside. Number 8, Joey Roy. Not a good spot to get fancy.
I think he was waiting for the pass. That Cup goal, Marty Loach from Krieger unofficially, but we haven't heard the announcement yet, have we? Did I miss that?
I haven't had it yet, sir. You're right again.
Well, I was waiting to hear it. I just... Major, weak shot it on goal. Leach stopped it. Denemy in there battling for it. Craig Brown comes up with it. Dave in front, couldn't get him the puck. Cote pinches in. Comes on to the near side now. Tipped out and knocked down. Here's Craig Brown. And he turned and put it right on the stick of number 16, Glenn Wallace. He gets it up to LeMay. In front for Wallace. He was checked. Back to the line it comes. There's a bouncing shot right at the Cub goal. Luke Messier for Valley East will chop it into the corner. Behind the net it goes. LeMay trying to get there. He takes Dave Brown into the boards heavily. And Denemy picks up a loose puck and dumps to the center, and he's hit. Luke Messier turning inside his own line. Cubs changing here. Long shot. Ooh, that hit a stick and changed directions and almost fooled Marshall. Long drive. And now Major just lobs it down the ice. Courgette's there. Centered it up front to Murdo. Oh, what a save by Leach. Courgette again in front. Backhand shot right on, and Leach has got that one and hangs on again. Andy Burnham would like to have that back.
He certainly would, but he had to get it away fast. There was a guy coming on him. He just, good pass by Jason Courgette. Burnham just tapped his stick on the ice pretty loud, and Jason just pounded it out there to him. He was a one-timer. Had to get it away quick because Valley East guy was right on him.
So the Cubs getting some good chances here as this period approaches the midway point. They lead 1-0. Burnham again. There's a centering pass. Courgette takes a whack at it. Puck's loose in the slot area. The Pierce is tied up. Couldn't get it loose to get the shot away. Now Joyelle lets it go, and that goes wide of the net. Corno for Valley East gets it into the middle to Brendan Lake, and he's checked, and Burnham comes back. He's got Courgette in the middle. A little too far with the pass. Courgette chases it down. Stays with it. The Pierce centered it. Nobody was there. Loach moves in now. Marty Loach to Courgette. There's a centering pass. And it hit a leg and stayed out. And back comes Valley East. 3-on-2 to center. Corno has trouble with it, and the Cubs just get rid of it to center again. Carriere for Valley East dumps it in. Marshall has to play it behind the net. Joyelle picks it up. Long pass up to Sean Scott, right at the center ice red line. Joel moves up, chops one into the Valley zone. Sean Scott picks up the puck in the corner. Now he's checked. And picking it up there for Valley East was still the Valley. He got nowhere with it. Loach again. Loses it at center. Roy in over the line. Tried to get a shot away. He was checked there by Zubik. And here comes Krieger with Loach. Back for Krieger. Back for Loach. Back in front for Krieger. Oh, what a save by Leash. He shot out the right leg and robbed Krieger. And now a penalty coming up here. High sticking. And that's going to the Cubs.
Beautiful passing play coming up the ice between Krieger and Loach. They must hit each other 3 times right on the tape, and the final pass was to Krieger in front of the net. He didn't get a lot of wood on it like he normally does, but he got a good shot on goal, good opportunity, good save by Leash again.
What you're telling me, it wasn't one of his patented blistering
It wasn't one of his patent, nope. But keep watching, folks. It'll be there.
The Cubs had 2 good chances on that particular rush, and now they take a penalty, though, as Loach got caught on the far side for high sticking. So Valley East will go to the power play, trailing 1-0 here with 10:23 to go in the first. And the Cubs get it from the draw and shoot it down into the Valley East zone. 1:52 left on the power play. And Messier stripped of the puck, but his teammate was there to save the day as Sean Denemy was up there forechecking. Denemy again steals it at the line. Great anticipation. Major for Code inside his own line. Back to Major right in front of the net. The Valley East player, Scott Holmes, is right there, but the Cubs get rid of it. Nicholas Leach will play it. Luke Messier turning in the corner. Trying to skate by his man, Craig Brown. Gets out to center with it. Dumps it in. LeMay after it against Glenn Wallace. And down the ice it goes again. 1:07 left in the Valley East power play. So far, not much on this one. Cubs doing a good job bottling up the Valley East team. And they do it again as Dave Brown shoots it back into the Valley East zone. The Valley up on the wing. Pass in the middle, cut off by Courgette. Plays it back to Joel inside the Cub blue line. Rivard backhands it out to center. 39 seconds left in the man advantage. And that's cleared up and out of play by the Cub defenseman.
34 seconds left in the penalty to the Cubs here, Jack. 9 minutes left in the first period. 1-0 hockey game, as we predicted at the start. Much different than we saw here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a lot different. Although one thing is the same. Valley East hasn't had any scoring chances.
Yeah, that's true. You got a good point.
They're playing a lot better in their own zone and in the center ice area, but
face-off now deep in the Cubs zone. Be Jason Forget out there to take the draw against Chris Barron. To the left, the goaltender Marshall. Well, Barron's going to leave the circle now, and they're going to send in the replacement in the form of Brendan Leahy.
And the Cubs win the draw behind the net. Battling there for it is LaValle, though, for Valley East. Couldn't come up with it, though, and the Cubs will get it out and down the ice again. 23 seconds left on this Valley East power play. Carrion right in front of his own net. Hands it off to Chris Barron. He goes behind the net. And Luke Messier up to Roy off his stick and shot right back down the ice.
And the penalty's over now, Jack. Both sides is 5-a-side.
And the Cubs did a tremendous job of killing that off. There's a long, weak wrist shot right on goal. Marshall has no trouble with that. Sean Scott at center. Comes off the puck. Zubik. Up for Sean Scott. He's hammered into the boards on the far side. But right back up on his feet. Here's Krieger in front. Backhand shot. Oh, and Loach was tied up trying to get to the puck. And we're going to get a penalty now. Interference.
Valley East player didn't have any option but to do that to Loach because an open net was laying there and the puck was sitting there. Okay, buddy, you're not getting a chance at this one.
Yeah, he had to open net to slide it in. But Leash has played a good game here in the third period. He made some big saves, keeping his team in the game, no doubt.
You have to tell the Cub players that just because they got that white, black, and gold helmet on, Leash, doesn't mean he's part of our team.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder where he got that.
Down in Sudbury area, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a team that has it. So the Cubs on the power play now with 7:46 to go here in the first period. They lead 1-0. Marty Loach scoring the goal. Comes to the line, and Sean Smith keeps it in momentarily. Now it slides out. Zubik will dump it back in, though. Matthew Hodges for Valley East. Off Sean Smith's stick. To center. Zubik. Gets it up for Krieger. Off his glove. Marty Loach couldn't get by his man, and it's banked off the boards and down the ice by the Cubs. Back 1:24 left in the Cubs power play. Sean Smith. Pass to an open wing. And standing there was Phil LaValle. He just dumped it back in to the Cubs zone, and Zubik will pick it up behind the net. Get it to Forget. Jason Forget picking up speed in over the line, puts on the brakes. Drops it back to the blue line. Major lets it go. Save. Rebound to Forget. He couldn't get loose, and it's cleared out to center. Good low shot there by Greg Major, and a nice save by Nicholas Leach. Two-line pass. Whistle down. 49 seconds left in the Cubs power play.
Cubs have a new power play lineup out there right now. They have Tim Safiris on the far wing, Sean Denemy on the near wing, and Jason Forget at center. On the points, Luke Joyal and Greg Major. With 49 seconds left in the penalty. Face off just inside the Cubs blue line.
Joyal picks it up from the draw to Major. Off Forget's skate. Tip there by Michael Corno. Just throws it in behind the net. 36 seconds now as the Cubs try and come out. And here's Forget. He's got Safiris breaking up on the wing, and that was behind him. That's going to be a delayed offside. They'll clear the zone. That almost worked out.
Yes.
And he was gone if he would have got it in the right spot.
Close, but no smoking gun.
15 seconds now left in this Cub power play, and not one of their better power plays of the year. There's no doubt about that. But give credit to Valley East. They've checked them pretty close in this one, as they do right there, and get it out again to center. Stephen Carrier backhands to center, and the penalty to Valley East is now over. So they weather that storm. Krieger can't control the puck inside the line, and Valley East is clear. Now back comes Krieger again. Gets to Sean Scott. He has trouble with it. Tied up in his skates. And here's Roy for Valley East. Down the right side. Working against Cote. Cote pins him to the board. Ryan Crispin there trying to get the puck, and he gets it to the line. Nice shot there by Luke Messe low, but Marshall comes up with a good pad save. And here's Krieger breaking away at center. Krieger turning on the speed. Roy's back checking and does a good job of getting back and throwing him off stride. Crisp at center, trying to get around Cote. He does. Crispin over the line. There's the shot. Whoa, and he just missed. Went to the stick side. Valley's showing a little bit of zip here in the last minute or so. Here's Krieger and Loach again in over the line. That shot goes well wide of the net. Eric DeBear coming to center. LeMay couldn't get away with it. And here's Dave Brown. Back for the Cubs. Brown's got Denemy in front. There's the centering pass. And Denemy couldn't get a shot away. He had a little trouble controlling it. Dave Brown again behind the net. Craig Brown. Denemy in front. He has the stick knocked out of his hand. And here comes Valley East. Crisp. Zubik fell. And Eric LeMay was in the clear, but Crisp couldn't get him the pass, and he ended up icing the puck.
He wasn't very happy with himself for pushing it just a tad too far, but it was a good effort, and almost resulted in a good scoring opportunity. Cubs controlling the play a little bit more now in the latter part of this period, Jack. Having a hard time solving Leash, but playing very well. 4:11 left in the period.
Yeah, and they come to have the 1-0 lead, and this is certainly much closer than the last time we did a game between these two teams. And for the broadcasters in the world, that's always nice to see, isn't it? Keeps things a little more interesting. Carrier behind the net along tip out to center ice. Sean Smith couldn't find it. Zubik back there hustling as number 16. Glenn Wallace was there looking for a loose puck. Now back up the Cubs. 3-on-1. Greg Brown with Denemy and Dave Brown. There's the top. Dave Brown. Oh, what a save by Leash. He robbed him. And Valley East dumps it back into the Cubs zone. The story of this period, certainly Nicholas Leash and the Valley East net. I guess if they're going to have any hope of winning a game in this series or winning the series or anything like that, he's going to have to play like that. Here comes Valley East again. A quick shot right on. Marshall has no trouble with that and hangs on. One thing you have to like here, Al, is Chad Marshall hasn't had a lot of action in this period, but when he's been called upon, he stopped the puck, and a lot of times in games like this, that doesn't happen, and that's when the better team gets in trouble.
He's had 4 shots so far, Jack. The Valley East player over talking to referee Cristo, I think he's referring to the Sean Denemy hit on the far side that I thought maybe it was a charge or hitting from behind or something.
There's a shot from the point, blocked there nicely by Andy Burnham. Hodges back for Valley East, gets it in over the line. Trying to get loose there was Chris Barron, he was checked. Here comes Cote for the Cubs, skating to center. Big number 18, cutting around his man, trying to center it, was blocked. Davenport in the corner to the left of Leash, and we get a face-off with 2:50 to go here in the first period. Cubs have a 1-0 lead. My first period intermission guest will be Gord Brock, who is here tonight covering the game for the Misconene Speaker. Gord hasn't done that in a while.
I don't think so, but I guess he's been to some out-of-town games. I know the last game of the year in North Bay that the Cubs played, he was at the game down there, and I guess he's been on the road to the week before in Sudbury, so he's been around the game a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember Gord and I teaming up many times back in the juvenile days. He was covering sports full-time. Valley East coming back in over the Cub line. That's laid offside as they clear it out, and here comes Safiris. He's all by himself in over the line. Cuts right in. Oh, nice shot there. Almost got Leash going the other way out, but Leash recovered and got that right leg out there. Now here's Forget, trying to come out of the corner, comes into the slot. Safiris couldn't get it loose and get a shot away. Code picks off that pass and dumps it right back in. Bill LaValle up on the boards for Scott Holmes. That doesn't work, and Loach comes back to the Cubs. He's knocked off the puck. Back to the point, Joel lets it go. That goes wide. Krieger picks up the rebound off the boards. Behind the net he goes, looking in front. Throws it back behind the net to Loach. Loach has got Sean Scott in the slot. Couldn't get him to pass. Comes to the side of the net, and Leash has got it with 1:48 to go here in the first period.
A lot of action down around the Valley East goalie this period, Jack. As you said, Marshall hasn't had a whole lot. The shots on goal, actually, though, are only 11 for the Cubs and 4 for the Valley. So, like, he hasn't had a whole lot of rubber, but some of it's been real testy stuff.
Well, for the people watching on TV tonight, this will be Monday night, of course, on Cable 12, you can see there's a little more snow down in the Valley East end than there is in the Cub end. And for those of you listening on radio live tonight, take our word for it. There's a lot more.
That's because the dome's open at the Valley East end.
You're right, yeah. A little more skating being done at one end of the ice than the other, no doubt about that. Goyal pass to an open wing down right on goal, so Leash will have to play it.
I don't have to count it as a shot on goal.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it would have had enough momentum to go in if he would have missed it.
Although I've seen him happen. Minute and 22 seconds left in the first period. Cubs with a 1-0 lead. They send out a new lineup, the Brown brothers and Sean Denemy. On defense, they have newcomer Todd Zubik. Not Todd, John Zubik.
There you go.
And Sean Smith. Zubik has fit in very well with the Cubs since he started with them about a month and a half ago. Filled in up front. Now he's playing defense, and he's just going to get better.
Oh, for sure.
And he's got another year left.
There's a shot right on by Zubik, and Leach stops that. Somehow I think he'll be pole vaulting somewhere next year this time.
Yeah, it could very well be. Wouldn't surprise me either.
He's not too bad of a track athlete, you know. Just so-so.
Some people heard of him.
There's a backhand shot, right on. Leash has got that one and hangs on with 1:02 to go in the first period. Couple of the 1-0 lead. Game 2 tomorrow night here on live on CJTT and also on Cable 12 if you're watching on Monday night. I'm confusing everybody out there, you know that.
Which game's going to be on Monday night? This one or tomorrow night?
Yeah, this one.
This one, okay. Yeah. Well, when's tomorrow night's going to be on?
Tuesday
night.
Tuesday night, okay.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Oh,
tomorrow night. If you're watching on TV on Monday night. Oh boy, I'm confused. Zubik from the faceoff. Whoa, he just missed with that drive. Dave Brown in there with Sean Smith, who was pinched in. And Luke Messe for Valley East comes up with it, throws it behind the net. Roy for Valley East now on the far side of the corner. He'll play it off the glass, but Zubik knocks it down. Gets it to Dave Brown, trying to get free, and it slides into the goaltender, Leash, and he's got it again with 36 seconds to go in the first period.
Good heads-up play by Leash there. Good play by Brown to slip it past the defenseman as well, but he was going to have a hard time getting to that puck before Leash smothered it. So we'll have another face-off here, 36 seconds left in the first period. The left-hand side of Leash. Jason Burgett out there to take the draw for the Cubs. He'll be up against Ryan Chris from Valley East Contact.
And from the draw, there's a chopping shot by Pierce. Kind of end over end right into the glove of the goaltender Leash. So we'll do it again in the same place. Only this time Spears hopes the puck's sitting a little flatter when he shoots it, like right there.
Like that?
Yeah, it hit a stick and went wide. Cubs have won most of the faceoffs here tonight, and there's a giveaway. Major drives one, Spears rebound, and he was tied up and couldn't get a shot away. And it's shot down the ice. No icing, goes to the edge of the crease, and Major will pick it up. 7 seconds, he'll just kill the clock now with 5 seconds left in the period. Long pass up the middle. Dump back in, and that will do it for period number 1. And 13-9, is that?
15 to 4.
15 to 4. Oh, I couldn't read your
Shots on goal for the Cubs, 15 for Valley East 4. Cubs with a 1-0 lead. And a much more spirited contest as we had hoped we would see.
That's right, yeah. It's a lot closer than the last time we saw the two teams, and a good way to start the playoffs here for the Cubs. And after sitting around for 2 weeks, I guess they had a bit of a slow start, but didn't play too bad for a team that hasn't played for 2 weeks.
And they're just going to get better as this game goes on.
Yeah, and we're going to be here for the rest of the night to tell you about it as well. And again, the score after one period, 1-0 for the Cubs. They outshot Valley 16-4, just one penalty apiece in that period. So for you people watching on TV, we'll take a break and come back with the second period. For those of you
Life can be as simple or as complicated as you want to make it. How much of our lives revolve around the telephone, cable television, hydro, gas, or city, water and sewer utilities? All these services are vulnerable to minor actions which can cause major damage. Simply planting a tree can cut major services to an entire neighborhood. Should services like hydro or gas be accidentally cut, results could not only be inconvenient, but deadly. Don't attempt to repair any breaks in any service yourself. Leave the area immediately and call for repairs. These are the numbers to call in your area.
back live at the new Liskeard Arena. Jack Horn along with Alvin Willard on radio live on CJTT tonight, and also we're doing this game on cable on a tape basis, which will run on Monday night, and Denise Crayford and Andrew Ager, of course, looking after everything there for us. And back at the station, keeping us on the air tonight and tomorrow night as well, will be Michael Cutting, and we thank Mike for doing a great job. As we get underway here in period 2, 1-0 for the Cubs, and the puck in the Cubs zone. Craig Brown takes the pass, and the Valley East player knocked into the net. Net comes off. We'll get a whistle. And my thanks again to Gord Brock from the speaker for sitting in that first intermission. And Mike MacArthur will join us in the second intermission, and who knows what he's going to say. Actually, we have something very interesting to tell all the people out there in the second intermission. And we're going to get Mike involved in it because he loves controversy. And what we have to tell you is certainly controversial. Right, Al?
That's right.
There you go. You had a hard time getting through that crowd, didn't you?
Oh, it smokes. They wanted to know everything that was going on. They know we got a better view than they do. Right?
1-0 for the Cubs. The goal scorer, Marty Loach from Krieger in the first period. Did we ever hear an announcement on that goal?
I didn't hear it.
They must have forgot.
I think they heard that we were listening for it, so they didn't say it.
Oh, okay. Here come the Cubs. Denemy lets one go. Oh, and he blasted that wide. Puck caroms all the way to the line. Rivard's there. Fakes the slap shot, slides it into the corner. Denemy has it. Back behind the Valley East net for Craig Brown. He centered it, but standing there to take it away was Michael Corno, and he comes to center with it. Corno went over the line, cut off. Luke Mitze. Checked by Burnham. Here's Corno coming up front. Whoa, and that was slid just wide of the Cub goal as Eric LeMay was in front. Now Joel just get rid of it. Down the ice, and that will be icing against the Cubs.
Cubs will be glad to get that icing call. They'll get a change in line out there, or get a little bit sluggish off the start in that period.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was concerned about with this team, just not playing for 2 weeks, you know, and they were on such a roll heading into the at the end of the season. But it might just take them a little while to get going. Puck slides into Marshall from the face-off.
I guess that one would have made it across the line.
Yeah, maybe. Are you in a giving mood tonight? You never know.
Another face-off into the Cubs zone. That'll be Ryan Christ against Jason Burdett.
DeBear throws it behind the Cub goal. Oh, Major moved in and hammered the Valley's player to the boards. So now he picks up the puck along the boards and will get it out to Burnham. Andy Burnham on the right side and over the line. Lets it go right on. And the goaltender, Leash, hangs on for the face-off to his left. As Valley East makes some changes here.
Burnham didn't have a whole lot to do there, so he optioned with the puck, and he took a good shot, a little bit high. He likes to go high. He's a big boy. He likes to get those goalies going down and put it upstairs. Face off now to the left of Leash in the Valley East zone.
Just kicks it back. The Valley's player was there to clear it out, and now Major goes down. He knocks number 77 Luke Fram to the ice. Fram's bumped again there by Dave Brown, and Code picks it up and fires it in. Bill LaValle flattened in behind the net. Glenn Wallace. Fram falls at center. Wallace will fire it back in, and Marshall will stop it behind the net. Dave Brown. That pass gets away from everybody down the ice, and chasing it there is Matthew Hodges. Zapiris picking up the loose puck, centered it, and
there's somebody out there without a neck guard on, and the referee, Gerald Chris, will call my penalty. Now I saw the neck guard laying on the ice. And I've seen it happen a couple times this year, and it's usually been a Cup player, but tonight it's number 18 for Valley East, Phil LaValle, and he'll go to the penalty box for not playing with the proper equipment. So the face-off will be deep in the Valley East zone. Valley East complaining that, well, what are you supposed to do? And Crystal explaining that if you lose your neck guard, you go directly to the bench, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Referees like making those calls because they're pretty cut and dry, aren't they? No controversy.
No discussion. So Jeff Krieger up there now with the goal scorer Marty Loach and Sean Scott. On the points, we got John Zivik and Sean Smith. To start this power play lineup. Valley East center laid down in the circle. Scott picks it up from the draw, tried to work his way in front, into the board.
Marty Loach, back to Krieger. Sean Smith across to Zubik. Has a little trouble controlling it. Sean Smith walks into the slot, lets it go. Rebound in front, and it's cleared out off Zubik's stick to center. Cubs with the man advantage here. Minute 40 left in the power play. They lead it 1-0 here with 17 minutes left in the second period. Michael Corno can't get it out. Sean Smith lets one go. Right on. Rebound. Scott takes a whack at it, but the goaltender, Leach, has got it and hangs on again.
So we'll do it all over again. Deep in the Valley East zone, they'll send out a new lineup to try and kill off the rest of this penalty. A minute and 27 seconds left in that sentence. So the Cubs will try and get the draw, get control of the play. They'll send Krieger into the face-off circle. Cubs leave the same power play lineup out there. Linesman Turtrout waving a centerman out of the circle again. Number 16, Glenn Walsh will go in and try and beat Krieger.
Ron Scott takes his man in to the boards, but the Cubs can't keep it in as it went off Sean Smith's hand and finally knocked out. Matthew Hodges cleared the center. Zubik there banks it off the boards. Scott has it in his skates, can't come up with it. And now here's Sean Smith with it. Throws it into the corner to the left of Leach. Hodges in there after it, behind the net. He's being checked there by Loach. Scott in there to help out, but it's grabbed off by number 19, Chris Barron, and he gets it to the line, not out. Zubik. To Krieger along the boards. Turns away from his man and throws it back to the line to Zubik. Back for Krieger. John Scott to Zubik again. Here comes the shot through a screen, bounces off the stick, and it's cleared by Barron off the boards and down to the Cub line. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Zubik. Up for Safiris. Here comes the shot, and it's kicked away by Leach. Denemy along the boards to Forget. Back for Sean Smith. Denemy, side of the net. Oh, and he tried to tuck it in the far side, just missed. Here's Forget, comes out front. Denemy! Oh, and he shot it up over top the net as he tried to go upstairs, and he's just shaking his head.
Couldn't do it again, I don't think, Jack. I think the puck must have been on his head to get up there that quick. But
straight up.
Just before that, Denemy had slid it across the net. He thought it was going for the far corner, but I think he saw Jim Tavares on the side of the net there. The last game of the year, I went down to North Bay and watched them play, and they worked the power play about 5 times, and at least 3 times the pass came across there to Jim Tavares and had some problems. Top goal scorer in the league, and you got to have those ones when you get the chance.
That's for sure. So the penalty to Valley East is over, and now Denemy thrown out of the face-off just like that. Sean Brown, or here we go again. Dave Brown. We got some new players here tonight. We got
Sean Brown and Dave Denemy.
Yeah, that's it. Chris, there's a shot right on rebound. Oh, and they shot it up over top the net as Marshall is down. Now they flank it in from behind the net. And the score is tied. I'm not sure who put that in, but it was a good second effort on the player's part to follow the puck and then get it in from behind the net.
Cubs seem to lose the composure a little bit there. They're going off with their heads down.
I think it was Ryan Crisp who scored the goal.
Valley East players running around here like they won the Stanley Cup. I think
this is the closest they've been in a game in a long time.
Come on, they won some games last week.
I'm sorry.
Come on now.
I'm just kidding.
It's the closest they've been against the Cubs.
Yeah, that's right.
1-1, 15:09 left in the second period.
Well, Joey Roy gets the goal. Joey Roy ties it from Crisp here in this early in the second period. And I guess that'd be you could call this a bit of a surprise here so far tonight, but I don't think really unexpected. I think hooking penalty coming up here.
Jason Burdett going after this one there. I just don't know. I think he must have done something to Jason before that. I didn't see it, but Jason was a little bit hostile.
Well, while we have this opportunity, Al, I'll tell everybody the score is 1-1, and we'll be back right after this break.
We're still here, actually, but you know, we didn't go away anywhere, folks. Cubs getting the penalty here. Jason Burdett heading to the box. I'm going to have to repeat that when we go back on radio, but what the heck.
Just one, buddy, just one.
14:32 left in the second period. The light isn't off yet on top of the penalty box. Can we keep talking?
Yeah, you can keep talking. All right. Well, we're back live here on CJTT. We never went away on Cable 12, though. We're still there. It's the magic of the media. There's a shot right on. Marshall down and makes the save. Valley East on the power play, and as you mentioned while we were away on that break, Jason Burdett.
Heading for the penalty box, a hooking call. I don't know which player it was he followed into the boards, but after he hooked him down, he followed him right in. I think he's actually right on top of him. I don't think it's a penalty for that. Cubs still get the penalty here. 1:49 seconds left in the penalty to Burdett.
Valley East in the Cubs zone now with this man advantage, trying to set up. Comes back to the blue line. To LaValle, there's a shot. Kicked out and caroms all the way out the center. Krieger dumped at center ice. Tried to get it up to Scott. And now here comes the Consbeck, number 19. It's Chris Barron. Behind the net is Scott Holmes. He's pinned to the boards. Sean Scott takes his man out. Holmes gets it back to the blue line. Here's Luke Messier now. Luke Messier walking into one. Right on. Rebound. Puck's loose, but Marshall somehow stretches out and freezes it with 1:03 left in the man advantage for Valley East.
The Cub bench was erupting a little bit here with Jeff Krieger monk here in front of the penalty, the Cub players box, and a lot of the players were yelling at the referee for interference call. Can't say that I disagree with them, but I heard Coach Denby yell, "Settle down, you guys, we don't need another penalty ourselves."
You have to wonder, what would you think would be going through their heads down there right now? 1-1 here in the second period. I guess they'd hope they'd be ahead by a little bit more, or the score would be a little different. They'd be ahead by a few goals.
It's a long game, Jack. Lots of room yet.
Oh, there's a mugging inside the line as Denemy was flattened, but he looked at the referee, but no call. Leash clears it along the glass. Denemy tries to jump by his man, doesn't come up with the puck, and here comes Valley East with 40 seconds left in their man advantage. Roy has Chris going to the net, and that's broken up. Luke Messier will keep it in at the line, skating away from Craig Brown. He goes to the corner with it. Turning, gets it back to the blue line. Hodges is going to walk in, let it go. It's knocked down in front. Now the two Valley East players run into each other, and the Cubs will get it, and it's cleared up and out of play, I think.
It went out of play, yes, and it almost hit our camera lady down there. Good work, Denise, staying on the job.
Yeah, she's all right, I think. You all right, Denise? Can she hear us?
No, apparently she isn't listening.
No.
Brent was telling me that is a problem. So the face-off here comes deep in the Cub zone, as you can tell on that shot that went out of play.
Oh, boy. Puck slides into the Cub. Goaltender Marshall freezes it again. 7 seconds left in the man advantage for Valley East, and they're playing a little bit better, aren't they? A lot better.
Mention the score.
Yeah.
And it's obvious that Shep finds it a little more interesting tonight. He's pacing up there. Sean Scott on the drop for the Cubs.
He is, isn't he? Oh, he's sitting down now. There's a shot right now. Rebound in front. Oh, it was just cleared away in the nick of time. Now here's the Cubs, 2-on-1. Forget with Dave Brown. There's a shot by Forget and a save by Leash. And as he made the save, he slid back into the net and knocked it off the mooring. So we'll get a face-off. Boy, the speed of the Cubs there, they turned that around in a hurry, didn't they?
Frigette came out of the penalty box, and he used his head. He came back across the red line before he came up to pick up that pass. Otherwise, it would have been a two-line pass, and it would have been whistled down. They got a good scoring opportunity off play, but again, Leash equal to the task.
So face off in the Valley East zone to the right of the goaltender, Leash, and there's the shot. Oh, that got in behind him, and the light comes on, and it's a goal. Well, after all of that, he lets in a 40-footer that he just seemed to overreact on, and it caught the inside of his skate and trickled in over the line, so Zubik gets his first goal.
John Zubik picks up the puck and throws it to the bench. Here, boys, this is going into the cabinet. So let's go get some more. The Cubs take a 2-1 lead, although Valley East have carried the play in this second period. 12-18 left. 2-1 from the Cubs.
And when you think of all the saves that Leach has made in this hockey game, and then to let in a goal like that, we'll have to see what that does to his confidence. Here come the Cubs again, Zapiras! Oh, and Leash robs them. Well, there you go. They tried jamming it in on the short side, and he keeps it out. So he keeps making the spectacular save, but the two Cub goals have been kind of soft on him.
Going on in here. Andy Burnham taking a bit of a beating there. He went into the goal crease and gave the goaltender a little bit of a shot. Tim Zapiras has his helmet on. Player from Valley East has his helmet on. And I don't know who all is going to do 6 late going to the box, I heard. Oh, Andy was on the ice. He took the scrum. He's got to go to the penalty box.
Well, I told Andy in the dressing room before the game that he was allowed 1 penalty in this game. He said, okay, so there it is. Andy, you can't...
Fair and going to the penalty box as well. Referee Crystal looking over to the sidelines, and we're going to see what happens here now. I don't know how many penalties there's going to be, but there's at least 2. Now, referee Crystal getting ready to get a linesman to go to the right side. He's trying to see who. I think he's looking for somebody else to get over to the penalty box.
Yeah, another Cub player, I think. He's both, you think?
He's looking at blue, I think. He can't find the number he's looking for, but...
Zapiras is headed over there to talk to him, I think.
No, I don't think he can tell. He doesn't have an A or C.
Oh, there you go.
He's going for a little rest.
Okay, so...
Somebody blue going as well. Number 1 blue. I think you say number 1 blue, but
yeah.
blue, there is no number 1 blue. Oh, okay, number 1 blue.
Ah, here you go.
So they'll be even after all this is settled out. There'll be 2 guys from Valley East in the box and 2 guys from the Cubs. Face-off will be deep in the Valley East zone. You wanted to know how Leash was going to react after letting
another...
I think you got to answer pretty quick.
Boy, did he make a great save. Yeah, beautiful save.
Good play, good effort on Zapiras' part, and great save by Leash.
Gord Brock mentioned on the first Cub goal, too, he thought that it was a bit of a bad goal for him to let in. He overreacted on it. So really, it's been 2 weak goals that he's let in, but he's made some great saves on the other shots. Go figure. So after all is said and done, those penalties all even out. Sean Smith off the boards for Sean Scott in his own zone for Krieger. He carries it to the Valley East line. He's got Loach in front, but he's checked. Stays with it, though, behind the net. Gets it out in front. Loach backhand shot. Puck's lost and skates, and Leash dives on it and hangs on.
Cubs getting a little more hungry for that goal now. Valley East is saying, hey guys, we're here to play a hockey game. Do you think you're going to walk all over us? Think again. Face-off will be deep in the Valley East zone to the left of goaltender Leach. Teams are 5 aside as there's 4 guys in the penalty box. All got 2 minutes each for roughing. Cubs send out Denemy and the Craig brothers, Brown brothers. Now you got me doing it, Jack. The points, you got Revard and Joyal.
It's a disease. You just... There, it's directly in front by Craig Brown.
You can't call that a weak goal. It was tipped at the last second by Craig Brown and a pass from Dave. I think think there'll probably be an assist also to Denemy. Cubs take a 3-1 lead now with 11:17 left in the period. Second period, that is.
That was off the stick, off the post, and in the net by Craig Brown, and the Cubs.
Placed deflect.
It certainly was. Very quick, too. It happened fast, and the Cubs have a 3-1 lead now. So Valley East playing much better hockey in this game than they did the last time we saw them, but the Cubs still showing that they're the better team in this one. Here comes Dave Brown. There's a high drive over the glass. Picks up an assist on that goal as well as Marshall makes the save on a wrist shot from about 20 feet out off the stick of Eric LeMay. Hit him right in the sea of the Cubs.
The breadbasket, as they say. So face-off will be deep in the Cubs zone. Cubs send out a new set of players. It looks like Valley East is getting a penalty here. I don't know. I didn't see what happened there, but number 18, Phil LaValle, heading over to the box. The Cubs have Jason Bridgette up there along with Jeff Krieger on the wing and Sean Stott on the other wing. On the points, they have Julian Cote along with Greg Major. Face off just outside the Cubs line as they'll take the man advantage here. We'll have to wait and see what the call is for that penalty.
Face off won by the Cubs, and here's Cote over to Major, up to Forget. Cubs on the power play. Major lets it go from the blue line, right on. Leafs made the save. He's trying to corral the rebound, and it's cleared away. And Holmes gets it off the glass and down the ice. Marshall comes out to play it. Cote racing back there, picks it up behind the net. Forget checked as he took the pass inside the line. Chris banks it off the boards, back down the ice it goes. Cote behind the net. Here comes Forget now, into the middle to Krieger. Craig Brown. He's knocked off stride. They keep it in. Forget in the corner. Behind the net to Craig Brown. Krieger after it. Craig Brown now looking in front of the net. Trying to work his way by his man. Behind the net he goes. It's on the brakes. Back behind the net to Forget. Gets it out in front, and it's blocked. Forget again. Back to Major. There's the shot. They score! That was deflected, and do you think it was Krieger who's got a stick on that, or Craig Brown?
I'm not sure. It looked like it moved right in front of the net. I'm not sure who touched it, Jack, but it was a bullet one-timer by Major to get it away. The guys, the forwards worked around behind the net until the Valley East players had all moved in towards the goal and left Major wide open, and he let a good shot go.
And with that goal, we got a goaltending change. Norm Denny now in the net, replacing Leach. Quite a good hockey game here tonight. Not his fault they're down 4-1.
That's definitely, I agree with you there, Jack.
But I guess he figured just a change of scenery, maybe the spark is club. So that's a power play goal by the Cubs, was it? Is that still a...
No, oh yes, it was. Yes, you're right, yeah. The Valley East might be putting this guy in just so he could bring his goaltender leash off and say, look, this isn't your fault. Stay in the game. We need you to do it for us, so stay with us, man, because we're gonna put you back in. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case.
So Major gets it.
I think you'll see that goal change, Jack, because definitely the pass came back from Jason Bridgette.
Yeah.
There was no doubt. But the Cubs getting a penalty here, number 3, Greg Major heading for the box for slashing.
So obviously the shot he took hit a Valley East stick or something and shot up, and it didn't go off the Cub player. So he gets the goal. Anyway, it's 4-1 for the Cubs. That's the main thing. But they're going to be shorthanded now as Major heads to the penalty box.
Cubs send out Jason Bridgette along with Tim Safiris to kill off this penalty.
Luke Messe for Valley East pinching in now. Centered up front, Chris, backhand shot. Nice save there by Marshall. And it's cleared out and down the ice. Porchette up there forechecking. He's got Denny caught out of the net, but now Safiris steals it inside the line. Safiris has got Porchette. Oh, and he shot it wide. Almost. Short-handed there for the Cubs. They almost put one in. Good forechecking there by Porchette, and Safiris killing this penalty. Safiris right on that puck again. Now Porchette. Centered it out in front. That's Valley East taken away, and here they come. Corno in over the line, cutting around Tubik. Joey Roy in there. Gets it back to the point to Eric Tavera. There's a shot, and a nice glove save by Marshall. And he hangs on with 58 seconds left in the man advantage.
Face-off will come deep in the Cub zone. Yeah, to the left of Chad Marshall. Guess what, Jack?
What?
They're not going to skunk me today.
You're going to
forgot
win.
to buy tickets.
Oh.
Those girls out front weren't doing their job. They didn't get me.
Well, for those people listening at home on the radio tonight, every Friday night when we do these games, Al buys the Scoro tickets and hopes he can get down there and shoot the puck in the net for $100, and he hasn't had a chance yet. But tonight he said, you're not going to, no.
And neither did you, Jack.
No, I didn't have any tonight either.
No, those must be Denise's tickets.
Well, we were too busy trying to get all this set up. We didn't have time for it.
Face-off deep in the Cubs zone. 8:04 left in the second period. The Cubs with a comfortable 4-1 lead.
DeBear from the face-off kept it in momentarily, then is shot down the ice. 51 seconds left in this man advantage for Valley East. But so far, not a lot of great opportunities. Corno, back to the point it comes. There's a shot, and that's kicked to the corner by Marshall. It's all the way out to center. Phil LaValle. Number 18, up to number 19, Chris Barron. Joel's there for the Cubs. He gets it off the boards and down the ice. Major getting ready to come back on now with just 15 seconds left in the man advantage. The enemy almost stealing it inside the line. Here's Barron for Valley East, coming back in over the Cub line. Drops it back. There's a shot, blocked, and it's cleared away nicely there by Coldergaard.
Penalty's over, Jack. Both sides are full complement now.
LeMay, two-line pass. We got a penalty coming up here.
Roughing called on number 2 for Valley East, Matthew Hodges, as he gave Sean Denemy a shot in the head as he skated by. And it happened to be right in front of referee Darryl Christo. So the Cubs will have a man advantage here now. 6:58 left in the second period. Face-off be just outside the Cubs blue line. They have Major and Cote on defense. Brown brothers and Denemy up front. Good thing there aren't 3 of these Brown. They might be called the Hanson brothers.
There is one. I made one up tonight.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, Sean Brown.
Yeah.
I forgot.
He doesn't play very much, though, just once in a while.
Utility man.
Yeah. Whenever I feel like playing him, they put him on. There's Denemy. Back for the Cubs now with the man advantage. Denemy circling the net. Got it out to Major. He cinched in a little too far, though, and couldn't control the pass. Now Craig Brown checked in the corner by Stephen Carrier. Carrier falls on the puck, and we'll get a whistle, and it's 4-1 here for the Cubs. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Which team called that timeout, Jack?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Face-off
right.
coming up
That
now.
takes care of that, right?
Valley East zone.
Okay, there's
Cubs send out a new lineup of
6:28 to go in the period.
the face-off deep in the belt.
Have to cut that out.
Valley East zone.
We are.
And we do have editing possibilities here, don't we?
We certainly do. You better tell her about that.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, boy.
Are we back yet, Jack?
Yeah, we're back, yes, back live.
Okay, good.
And on tape? I'm not sure. Are we back on tape on cable 12? Oh, we are.
Jason Forget on the draw here for the Cubs, deep in the Valley East zone.
Oh, boy. And I apologize to the people listening at home. We can't share this laugh with you. We just can't do it.
Oh,
right
if you want to know about it, come and see me.
Here's Zephyrus letting it go, and a save there by Norm Denny, who replaced Nicholas Leach about, I guess, a little midway through this period after the fourth goal. Here's Forget back for the Cubs. Forget behind the net now. Looks back to the point to Major. Gets it to him. There's the shot deflected. And they score!
I don't know how Julian Pote got up there to deflect that shot by Major, but he did. The Cubs take a 5-1 lead here. Taking a little more control as they get the cobwebs and the rust off from a couple of weeks of layoff. Now they're putting the goals in the net.
They sure are.
That goal, I think, will be Cote from Major and Krieger, I believe it was. No, I'm sorry, I think it was winger for that line. What's his name, Jack? I think it was Jimmy Brown.
I'm in enough trouble. I'm not... Andrew's going to die here. I don't think he's going to make it tonight. Oh, boy. Who has more fun than people, right? Although I've seen my dog have some pretty good days, you know. Here's Zubik. Gets it up to Krieger. He's got Sean Scott with him. There's the pass. Scott right in. And he's dropped by Denny. I was waiting for the red light to come on, but he seemed to slide the puck right back into the goaltender. He didn't. If he would have got it up a little higher, I think he would have had himself a goal. But a good save there by Norm Denny. Good play all around.
Good, and a good save again by Denny, as you said, Jack. So a face-off coming deep in the Valley East zone again. Got Krieger in there to take the draw against Luke Fram, I believe it is. Either that or Ryan Chris. Might be Ryan Chris. No, it's Luke Fram. The oil filter man.
Here comes Valley East to center. Checked at the line there by Zubik. They'll try their luck again. Fram can't knock down that pass. Sean Smith. Down behind his net for Zubik. Smith. Gets it up to Krieger. He's tied up at center. Scott trying to poke it free. Now Scott has the break. Sean Scott going in. And he banned on the shot, and Denny grabs the loose puck.
That took a lot of willpower by Marty Loach not to hit back when those two guys were putting the lumber to about in front of the net. Good effort there. Sean Scott with 2 goal scoring opportunities on that shift. But we got to remember, he's been off for about 2 months. It was before Christmas when he got hurt.
That's right.
So it's a good, solid 2 months that he's been out. So he's got to get his timing back. But he has been playing with the old-timers, you know, the last couple of weeks. And I was talking to him today, and I go, remember, it's not going to be quite as fast out there tonight, so you've got to check your timing a little bit. And he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, that that's the case.
Oh, boy. There's a centering pass for Denemy. Just out of his reach. He dumps it back into the corner to Dave Brown. So Craig Brown back for Dave. Back out in front it comes. Denemy. Couldn't get much on that there. They bank it in. Dave Brown banked it in off the goaltender. And it's 6-1 Cubs.
I think there'll probably be a goaltender change here again very soon for Valley East, Jack. Norm Denny, I think Craig Brown must must have said something to him, because then he gave him a punch in the head. Craig Brown heading for the box. He was in the... As predicted, Jack, here comes Nicholas Leach back into the ground. Maybe they sent him out to get Craig Brown off his game. However, Cubs have to score another goal. Go up 6-1 here. 4:25 left in the second period. Face-off will be at center ice. There'll be 2 penalties there. Valley East will have to send a man to the box to serve the penalty to Norm Denny. And we're waiting now for a man to come to the bench, from the bench onto the ice. And the Cubs will have, the Valley East will have to take a player who was on the ice to serve that penalty. We'll see what happens here. You don't very often see Craig Brown in situations like that.
No. Cubs getting their goals out tonight from some unlikely sources. John Zubik and Julian Cote, Dave Brown, Greg Major. We're not seeing the Denemies and the Forgets in there yet.
Oh,
That's nice to see.
Those 2 guys, Denemy and Forget, you talk, each have 2 or 3 assists, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
So they're contributing that way.
And the leading scorer, Tim Severus, doesn't have a goal tonight. That's okay. He can save a few for tomorrow night. They'll probably need them then. 6-1 Cubs with 4:16 to go in the second. And here comes Forget. And Leach stops him on the short side. Hangs on.
Tim Severus down on the ice. I don't know if he got a chop in the back of the legs or what. He's taking a good look at number 18, Phil LaValle, as he gets up. Said something to him. Now they're going to square off against each other off the draw. Severus looks at him. There'll come a time, buddy.
Lally around the boards, gets it up the center. Chris almost stole it away from Joel, but Joel recovered and dumped it back in. Hodges turning in front of his own net. Tipped out to center. Here's Chris for Valley East in over the line. He's got Roy trailing the play. Chris cutting around his man. Centered it out in front, and Holmes was there, but didn't get a stick on it. Now it's Pierce, and who was that? Chris went in heavily on the board. Now it seems like we're getting this little
chip shots after the face, after the whistle goes, and the Valley East guy there gave Andy Burnham a punch in the head well after the whistle went. Now he's heading for the box, and he's not going, and he's leaning in the boards. He has a satisfied smile on his face. So face-off will be deep in the Cub zone.
I told him one penalty. He said, okay. He did the job. He's listening to me.
Yes. Again, good willpower shown by him not to take a penalty there. Face-off will come outside the Cub blue line as Valley East gets the only penalty on that exchange. 3:44 left in the second period. The Cubs with a 6-1 lead. And with the power play now, they send out Sean Scott, Marty Loach, and Jeff Krieger on the points. The goal scorer, they have 3 of their 6 goal scorers on the ice right now. Krieger turns with the puck. Gets it back to Cote, over to Major, up to Krieger.
Attaboy, I'll just keep going. You got her. Oh, boy.
Krieger with it in the corner, comes out front, gets a shot, and he's pushed down. The red light goes on, and
It's a goal.
the referee points towards the back of the net, so it looks like he's going to count the goal. So we have a new goal scorer, and that'll be Jeff Krieger.
Yeah.
Referee Crystal heading for the box. Call this goal, so that'll be Jeff Krieger. I think he'll get an assist to Marty Loach, and I don't know who the other one might be.
So the Cubs have to wait 7 goals here in the second period. I'll break this thing wide open, 7-1. It was hard to believe that at one point early in this period it was 1-1.
So they're starting to play waltz music, so I don't know if that's a reflection of the game. Krieger will take the draw here against number 19, Chris Barron.
Okay, and the door from the draw picks it up. Here's Cote. Dumps it in. Leash can play it. He'll try to play it. Now he gets it back again. Now he lost it. Centered out in front. And it's cleared away. Here's Corno. Stopped at center. Cubs starting to turn it on here now. Showing why they were the best team in the league this year. Shot right on by Marty Loach. Don't forget, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night here on CJT Live with our pregame show at 7:50. Of course, for you people watching on Cable 12, it's Monday night, so you'll be able to see another game Tuesday night at the same time. Game 2. Now, for you people listening at home right now, it's very confusing.
Those ABC and NBC and CTV are going to have the ratings all shot to hell.
That's right, yeah. They're finished.
Face off deep in the Valley East zone here with 2:57 left in the period.
And after the
Denemy on the draw against number 77, Luke the oil filter Fram.
And he has the puck, that's number 77, Mr. Fram. He's getting a little physical in behind that cup net as they battle towards it. Pierce comes up with it, centered it off the stick, and goes right to number 16, Glenn Wallace, but he couldn't get it out. Now they'll skate at the center. We just comment too, the last time we were here, we complained about the lines not being painted properly. I see the Bear did some work while we were away.
Well, somebody. I
don't know if it was him. Maybe he directed the operation or something.
Well, I'm sure he did.
Here comes Denemy. For the Cubs and over the line. Sean Denemy staying with it. Looks in front. Here's Dave Brown in the slot. Lets it go off the stick. Denemy gets it again. Tries to shovel it in front. And it's cleared away. Here comes Valley East to center. Holmes, number 15, trying to cut around his man. Backhand shot, and that goes wide. Hodges couldn't keep it in. Dave Brown will flip it up, and here's Forget chasing it down. Jason Forget walking right in on goal. And a nice save there by Leach. Holmes again for Valley East. So just get rid of it. Boy, was Forget flying there, wasn't he?
Came right off the bench as Denemy went off. I don't think he was hurt a little bit.
The old alley-oop pass. He caught up with
1:36 left in the second period. Cubs leading 7-1. The Cubs having the play after about the first 5 minutes of this period. The Valley came out and really played well the first 5 minutes. Couldn't solve Marshall. And, well, they got one by him, but that was it. That was in this period? Yeah, second period.
Right, yeah.
They scored, yeah.
Goal, yeah.
So the Cubs have outscored the Valley 6-1 in this period, second period.
Here come the Cubs, centering pass to Craig Brown. Oh, he goes flying into the net. It comes off, and he's getting up awfully slow. I guess the puck never really got to him, though.
Valley East coming back hard there, and number 11 came back hard. I think that's Messier came back really hard with, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't 11, it was 4, Michael Corno, that pushed Craig Brown in a little bit. Now Tim Safiris comes out to replace him. The face-off comes outside the blue line because it was a Cub player that took the net off its moorings. And Jason Forget will take the draw against Chris Banner, or Ryan Crisp, I should say.
Here's Luke Messi inside his own line. Chris takes that pass, 2 lines offside. 1:17 left in the period. 7-1 Cubs. 6 goals here by the Cubs in this second period. We'll break a 1-all tie. And
You have a guest coming in the second period, Jack?
yeah, you can hang around if you like, though.
Oh.
It's Mr. MacArthur. I'm sure you want to talk to him. And you know that interesting piece of paper I have. We might want to...
It's more fun talking about him, isn't it?
Okay. It's up to you.
There's lots to talk about.
I'm giving you the option. I know you like to go. I know you like to go up for your hot chocolate and
I think
see your friends.
Canvas the fans, like see what's happening.
That's up to you. Terrian behind his own net throws it into the corner. Forget moves up. Terrian again will get it out. And here's Chris. Whoa, and Safiris spun his man around at center. Number 9 was Brendan Leg, and he got up slow. Now back the other way. Safiris scores! What a shot that was! Locked in and up underneath the crossbar.
Nice goal. Good pass by Jason Forget to set up Safiris as he broke. Forget hung on to the puck till he was right in on that defenseman. The defenseman had nowhere to go. Safiris walked right in with a clear run to the net from the blue line and made no mistake putting it up high as Nicholas Leach went down on the play.
So 7 goals in this period now by the Cubs, and the leading goal scorer in the Great West Midget League gets his first of the playoffs. Tim Safiris, and a nice one it was. face-off. Krieger. Joel and Forget on the assist on that goal. Cubs right back on the attack too, and the Valley's goaltender freezing it at the side of the net.
23 seconds left here in the second period, Jack. Kind of wish it was the third period with an 8-1 score.
Yeah.
What do you do, eh?
Couldn't be a long third period.
Got to make sure the sponsors get their money's worth.
You got it, yeah. And we thank all those nice people who have sponsored this series.
They certainly are.
Giant Tiger, RJ Tension Insurance, Northway, Great Zone Furniture, Tri-Town Source, the Sports Steak Villa, and Burgers and More. Thank you very much, people. And it's nice to be able to do this. And hopefully that after the Cubs get through this series, that they'll stick with us for another one and maybe another one after that. What do you think, Al?
17 seconds left here in the second period. Face off deep in the Cubs zone. It'll be Jeff Krieger taking the draw for the Cubs. He's out there along with Sean Scott and Marty Loach. On the points, Greg Major and Julian Cote. Referee, or linesman Simon Chartrand getting ready to drop the puck in.
And Sean Scott comes to the corner, takes a bump. Here's Loach turning in the slot. Check. 8 seconds to go in the period. And it's cleared out the center. Major cuts that pass off. And that will do it for period number 2. And what were the shots in that period, Al?
Oh, I think it was about 20 for the Cubs and 12 for Valley East. So to this date, 35 for the Cubs and 16 for Valley.
There you go. And
But some tough ones for Marshall at the start of this period.
you got it. And the goal scorers for the Cubs in that period, Zafir, Stubik, Craig Brown, Greg Major, Jeff Krieger, Julian Cote, and Dave Brown.
I don't know if I want to stay up here where McCarthy's here or not, Jack. Will this boot hold that kind of weight?
I think it will, yeah. It has in the past. Many, many moons ago it held it. He was a much younger, lighter man then, though. We're going to have our second period intermission guest, Mike McCarthy, join us right after these messages.
How much of our lives revolve around the telephone, cable television, hydro, gas service, or city, water and sewer utilities? All these services are vulnerable to minor actions which can cause major damage. Simply planting a tree can cut major services to an entire neighborhood. Should services like hydro or gas be accidentally cut, results could not only be inconvenient, but deadly. Don't attempt to repair any breaks in any service yourself. Leave the area immediately and call for repairs. These are the numbers to call in your area.
Welcome back, folks. Here we are at the third period. The Cubs with an 8-1 lead.
Yeah, come back to me.
And the Cubs win the puck off the draw. The puck off the draw.
Back live at the Liskeard Arena, Jack Moore along with Alvin Willard, and on Cable 12, Denise Crayford, Andrew Ager here, and Michael Cutting back at CJTT Studios, keeping us on the air this evening, and we'll be back tomorrow night as well with Game 2 of this series at 10 to 8 with our pregame show. Cubs have a comfortable 8-1 lead heading into this final period. Looking to take a 1-0 lead in this series. And unless there's a complete collapse here, Al, I think they should be able to do that. Just, everyone's in.
Complete collapse isn't in the Cubs' vocabulary.
I don't think so, no. It's going to be interesting to see how this period develops, though, with a large lead like this. We've seen so many games that they tend to drag and they get a lot of penalties and things get chippy.
Valley East have 2 more games at least, and they don't want to play in them as well, Jack. And they think they gave the Cubs a good run at the start, so they're not going to give up, I don't think.
And of course, you don't want to get thrown out of this game and have to sit out tomorrow night's game.
That's a long drive to come up here to play one game.
You got it.
Then have to sit and watch your buddies play.
So let's hope that doesn't happen. And the Cubs come out of their own zone.
Soccer game going out there right now.
Andy Burnham throws it in. Julian Cote up there. He falls against the boards. Throws it towards the net, and we've got an injured Valley East player, and that'll give us a chance to take a break here. 8-1 for the Cubs. We'll be right back after this timeout.
But not on here.
Valley East player down on the ice as he was checked by Tim Safiris, I believe. You bring out the trainer to have a talk there. For those of you on the TV, we had Mike MacArthur in here for a interview during the second period, and like Jack and I are very disgusted actually because Mike agrees with us that Cap's going to win, so that probably means Sudbury is going to win.
Back live on the radio, 8-1 for the Cubs, and we have an injured Valley East player, and he's flexing that left leg, Al, and I think they're going to be able to get him up and move him here.
Yeah, that's like he's at number 77. That's the Fram man. Mr. Oil filter. Some information that we passed on during the intermission on the radio there, folks, was that the awards for the Great North Midget League were announced today, and Luke Royale was picked as the top defenseman in the league, and Chad Marshall had the best goals against average, and after we get another break here, we'll give you the rest of them.
Right on, and we congratulate all those players who won the awards. And of course, the Cubs, with the great season they had a lot of people in there.
Face-off will be deep in the Valley East zone to the right of goaltender Nicholas Leach.
And now,
check and see who's in there now.
Now, are those new nets or just new
mesh?
New mesh,
I believe,
new
Jack,
padding,
and painted plates.
There you go. Playoff nets. Cubs bring it out to center. Here's Krieger. Oh, he's run into by number 3, Terrian. Puck back down in the Cubs zone. Back to the point, kept in. There's a shot right on. Marshall the save, and it's cleared away there by Rivard. Krieger. Here's Sean Smith now for the Cubs with that great tape job. Now we got a neck protector laying on the ice here, so we're looking for a penalty here.
No, Jeff Krieger went directly to the bench when he saw that it was his neck guard.
Smart move.
So there'll be no call.
There's a long pass up the middle. That will be... No, they're going to let that go.
No way. Come on, Jack, got to keep the game going here, man.
That's true.
It's 10:15 already.
Yeah, Denise has got to go. She's got to go to Doc's tonight. Here's Sean Dennemead over the line. Throws it towards the net. Goes to the corner. Craig Brown. After it. Chris for Valley around behind the net. The Bear picks it up. He just gets rid of it. And that will be icing. 8-1 Cubs. We'll be right back after this break.
17:24 left in the third period here. Cubs with an 8-1 lead.
Yep.
Valley East called for an icing infraction, and the face-off will come deep in the Valley East zone to the left of goaltender Leach. Cubs have Jason Burdett out there along with Andy Burnham, Tim Safiris up front, and Greg Major, Julian Cote on the points.
Okay. Back live at the Liskeard Arena, play just underway. Puck shot into the Cubs zone. You've missed absolutely nothing. Except the puck being shot down the edge. That gets by Luke Courgette of Valley East, and the Pierce right on the puck in the Valley East zone. Hits it back. Here's Major walking in, and it's blocked in front. And Luke Messig can't get it out. Major again didn't get much on that, and it's cleared out to center. Seems like all Valley East is trying to do now is keep the score 8-1. Just get rid of it. Cubs certainly have found their legs in this one. Here comes Ryan Crisp now for the Consbeck. Get over the line. There's a shot. Nice save. Rebound in front. And 2 saves there by Marshall. And we get a whistle.
Interference call here, I believe, against Tim Safiris. He'll head to the penalty box. Face-off will be deep in the Cubs zone. They'll have to go a 2-minute infraction. They send out a couple of new defensemen in the form of John Zubik and Sean Smith. Up front, they'll have Sean Scott along with Jeff Krieger. Brigger will go in to take the draw against number 7, Ryan Crisp. 16:25 left in the third period. Cubs with an 8-1 lead.
I guess the strategy here for Valley East will be try to win this period and build on something for tomorrow night. There's a hot shot from the face-off. They chuck away at it, but Marshall stands his ground and hangs on for another face-off.
Have another draw deep in the Cub zone. 2 minutes for interference. Face off deep in the Cub zone to the left of goaltender Chad Marshall. Zafiris will go at it again with Ryan Crisp.
Comes back to the point to Carrier. There's the shot. Rebound. They score. Michael Corno on the power play.
Well, the East aren't giving up. As I said, Jack, I didn't think they would. And right now, the shots on goal are 6 for the Valley and 1 for the Cubs.
And one of those went in.
Nicholas Leach got it like this.
Yeah, it might be an easier third period for him.
So the faceoff comes out to center ice as Valley East score a power play goal here. It'll be the Brown brothers out along with Sean Denemy now. On defense, Luke Soyel and Claude Rebar.
Taken there by Matthew Hodges for Valley. He comes to the line. He's stopped. Craig Brown trying to get loose. He's checked by Luke Messier. And here's Hodges for Valley East. Knocked off the puck by Denemy. Gets it down into the Cub zone. Denemy dumping it into the Valley East zone. Leisho can play it. DeBear on the board. Well, there to keep it in. Out in front, and Leash jumps on the puck. Speaking of Joel, he's mentioning that he won the Best Defenseman Award.
Defenseman Award for the Cubs, for the league, and then the All-Star team. Although Chad Marshall didn't get picked as a top goaltender in the league, it went to Jason Rescue of the North Bay Trappers. Chad was named the top goalie as far as the first All-Star team. How do you figure that one?
That's a confusing situation. Yeah. That'll be discussed in the coffee shops for weeks to come. Bill LaValle clearing it out to center for Valley East. Barron picking it up now, number 19. Throwing it into the Cub zone. Marshall over plays behind the net. And Major gets it up to Courgette. Nice move to get by his man. Jason Courgette speeding to center. It's around his man. He's got Major in front. Centered it. They score! Second effort there by Zafiris.
Well, the Cubs answer back real quick. Score 9-2 for the Cubs. While we have this break, Jack will mention a couple other players from the Cubs that got picked to the All-Star teams and so on. Sean Denemy was a forward. And for those who have been watching the league, Joey Spina from Sault Ste. Marie and Robert Boucher from North Bay were the other choices for forward. Troy Turian from Sault Ste. Marie was the other defenseman. I don't recall him at all.
No, well, we only saw them a couple of times.
And we'll give you the second All-Star team, which has some Cup players on here. Next break in the action.
Zubik clears it out over the line. 9-2 Cubs as Zafiris scores his second of the game. Leash behind the net, stopping it. Bill LaValle turning away from his man. He gets it up on the wing to Brendan Lake. Crisp's checked by Krieger, who is sent flying inside the line.
Somebody lost their neck guard again.
Here's Zubik behind his own net. Turns back. Behind the net he goes again with it. Gets it to the line. Now he'll carry it out himself. Loses control at center. And Chris turns back the other way for Valley East. He's got Leg with him. Leg takes Lochin on the board. And a whistle. Faced off in the Valley East zone with 14:01 to go in the period. 9-2 for the Cubs. And we'll be right back after this break.
The other people on the Cubs have got picked as all-star teams. On the second all-star team, leading scorer for the Cubs this year, Tim Safiris was picked as a forward, along with Gilles Boudreau, the top scoring forward in the league, and Brent Goldrow from Sudbury Capitals, and Rennie Durval from Cap. They picked 4 forwards for the second team. I didn't notice that before. So there's 4 forwards on the second all-star team.
Back live at the New Liskeard Arena. Al Willard just telling the people on cable TV who were listening, we didn't take a break there, about the all-star team.
And also on the second all-star team, Greg Major picked on defense. So the Cubs with Major and Zafiris on the second all-star team, and Joel, Marshall, and Denemy on the first all-star team. So right now we have the goaltender for Valley East making equipment repair. Face off deep in the Cubs zone to the right of Chad Marshall.
And Joel comes up with it. He's pinned to the board. Greg Brown gets by his man and gets it out to brother Dave Brown as he chases it down. Can't catch up with it. In the Valley zone again, and picking it up there is Terriot. Behind his own net. To Luke Messier. Holmes. Can't get anywhere with it. Terriot will chase it down. Now Dave Brown. In over the Valley East line. There's a shot. Deflected in front. DeBear will get it out, and down the ice it goes.
Icing waved off.
Valley coming back in over the line now. Wallace was stood up at the line by Safiris. Here's Claude Rivard for the Cubs. 9-2, they lead it. Long pass up the first shot. He's onside. He breaks in, and was that off the post or off the arm? Safiris knocks Fram off the stride just a bit, but he kept going and got a nice shot away, and Marshall had to come up with a good glove save on that long slap shot. 9-2 for the Cubs. We'll be right back after this break.
Face-off will be deep in the Cubs zone. Tim Safiris having a little conversation with Fram as he goes off the ice. It's pretty good, didn't I? Fram said, yeah, but I didn't go down, did I? Keep them coming. I'm just like George Savallo. Never go down. Face-off deep in the Cubs zone to the right of goaltender Marshall.
Playing their way in the Cubs zone. There's a shot just wide of the net. Marshall out to play it now behind the net. Loach. From the door, back for Loach. Greg Major, long pass up the middle. Loach picks it up. Krieger will chase it in the Valley zone, but beating into the puck there was LaValle. Bill LaValle right in front of his own net. Plugs it to center. Dumps it into the Cubs zone. Marshall will play it again for Major. 11:55 left here in the third. 9-2 Cubs. And we've got a high sticking call coming up here behind the plate.
Valley East player. Oh, both of them going. Sean Scott and he's going in along with Michael Corno. They were hacking away at each other on the way down towards the Valley East zone. And just as they turned away, Sean Scott knocked Corno to the ice. They come back down the other end. Corno went at Scott, and they both got high sticking minors. So the face-off will be just inside the blue line in the Cubs zone.
So penalties in this game with those ones that were just called. 8 to the Cubs. And let's see here. 7, 8, 9 to Valley. So pretty even in the penalty department.
Daryl Christo said something to one of the Valley East players. They come over to the bench and say something to the coach. I know the coach gave Christo a little shot as he was going by the bench there a few minutes ago, so he's probably telling him to watch or he'll be out of here.
Here's Denemy. Checked. Brendan Legg. Luke Messier drives it into the Cubs zone. Sean Smith. Sean Smith knocking down that pass, throws it in. Stephen Carrier couldn't get out, and Greg Brown gets it to to Dave Brown, back to Denemy in front of the net. And a nice save by Leash there. Oh, and the pass for Sean Smith, just out of his reach at the line. There's Burnham in over the line. Takes a bump by Matthew Hodges. Cleared the center and Rivard's there. Over to Forget. I mean, he's got Safaris going to the net. Throws it in front. Burnham was tied up. Forget against Hodges. Along the boards in the Valley East zone. Burnham took a run at his man, missed. He hit the ice pretty hard. And turning with it is Hodges behind the net. Forget pins him there. Now Burnham going to the net. Staying with it, but he's cut off. Down he goes, and back comes Valley East. Hodges. Centering pass. He can't see. Graham moves in, and he shot it. That hit the post. Yeah, you're right. Wow. You were almost right. Cubs back the other way. We got a penalty coming up here, Al. Interference.
Valley East heading for the box again. You can ill afford to take these penalties.
So that's 10 minors for Valley, 8 for the Cubs in this game.
9-2 here for the Cubs with 9:55 left in the third period. Cubs will take a man advantage here. Send out the Brown brothers along with Sean Denemy. On the points, they got Greg Bajor and Julian Cote. It's off deep in the Valley East zone to the right of the goaltender Leash.
Denemy gets it to Brown, back to Code, back along the boards for Brown. Here's Code at the point, lets it go, and that just missed. And it's chopped out to center by Scott Holmes. Down into the Cub zone it goes, and Code chases it down. Stops it behind the net, sets up. Denemy couldn't control that. Craig Brown will pick it up though, and he'll skate it to the red line. In over the Valley East. Blue line he goes. Thrown off stride momentarily, and that's just enough for number 9, Brendan Lake, to grab it and fire it back to center. Major to Denemy. Tees it up. Scores! John Denemy.
That had the trickle effect.
The goaltender got a piece of it, but
he got a piece of it, but too much for him. Dropped it down, and it just trickled across the line. So the Cubs lead 10-2. They hit double digits for a second straight time against Valley East. So the face-off will be back out at center ice. A power play goal for the Cubs. I think Sean's lucky it went in, because usually they don't like you to shoot from that far out when you have a man advantage. But when they go in, nobody remembers.
That's right.
He's got a good shot. You got to take shots when you get a chance.
Well, as you said, Al, the last time these two teams met, the Cubs hit the double digits, and it took them a little longer to get there this time than it did last time, but the effect is the same. Zubik skates it to center, dumps it in. Luke Messe in his
Penalty
own zone.
coming up here. I think it's going to be to Sean Scott for interference. High sticking, sorry. Sean getting a few licks in here, his first game back after a long layoff.
Yeah, I thought in the first period when he took that heavy hit on the far side, right in front of that Mackey Fuel sign on the far side here, he really got nailed in there, and he just bounced right back up. So I think he realized then he was going to be okay, and he's played a lot better since then.
Yeah, so the Cubs will be out there to kill a penalty now. They send out Jeff Krieger along with Marty Loach up front. On the points, Sean Smith and Zubik.
Ryan Crisp in front of his own net from the face-off. To Hodges. Up to number 16, Glenn Wallace. Here's Marty Loach. He's got a break. Walking right in. Scores!
Nice play by Jeff Krieger to put that puck up to Marty Loach, and Marty made absolutely no mistake. He went into that long reach of his and just pumped her into the open side of the net. A short-handed goal for the Cubs there. It's still 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the penalty to Sean Scott.
And his second goal of the game.
That's right.
He scored the very first goal of this game. Do you remember that? Way back when the score was 1-0?
Yes. Yes, I remember
Seems
that.
so long ago, doesn't it?
My memory is slipping, but I do remember that one.
That seems almost like 2 hours ago. I guess it was, wasn't it? Get the assists on that goal. There's been so many of them. Need a computer to keep track. Here comes Valley. Quick shot, scores! Number 4, Michael Corno. Answers right back. That's his second of the game, second of the period.
So that'd be a power play goal for Valley East with 7:59 left in the period. Score goes to 11-3. Valley East players still going by their bench, strapping hands. They're happy to be playing still. They thought they'd be done after last weekend. Maybe they heard our predictions and figured they didn't have a prayer.
That's right.
However, here we go back to center ice again. Cubs at 11-3 lead, 7:59 left in the period.
It'll be interesting to see tomorrow night, Al, and how they come out.
Valley East number 19, Chris Barron, heading to the dressing room, Jack. He must have either equipment problems or physical problems, so we'll have to wait and get official report on that one.
Julian Code in his own zone, throws it across to Major. Major will backpedal and now slowly start out his own zone, gets it up to Craig Brown. Cut off there by Corno. Now Dave Brown backing up the play. Slid it right through the crease. Code was there. Couldn't get his stick on it. Fram tied up by Brown. He digs it free. And Fram will skate it to center. Off the boards, Hodges catching up with it. Hodges cutting in. Backhand shot. Nice save by Marshall. And here's Code back for the Cubs. 7:09 left here in the third period. 11-3 now for the Cubs. Scott on the far side pins his man to the boards. 6:54 to go in the third, and we'll be right back after this timeout.
Just to recap the choices for the trophies in the Great North Midget League this year, Jack. Top defenseman in the league, Luke Joyelle from the Cubs. Best goaltending average going to Chad Marshall, although he wasn't picked as the top goaltender. Figure that one out. However, he was picked as the number 1 goalie for the first All-Star.
Play underway in the Valley zone. Cubs with the pressure on here. Krieger in front. Now here's Loach, backhand shot. Oh, what a save by Leash. And the Valley East defenseman grabbed it and threw it down the ice.
Yahoo!
He picked it out of the air.
But he was safe at second.
He was. He threw that a good distance, didn't he? Here's Krieger back for the Cubs again. On the attack. In front it goes. Deflected. Leach comes out and pounces on it with 6:13 left in the game. 11-3 for the Cubs. And they'll take a 1-0 lead in this series. And they'll go at it again tomorrow night in Game 2. We'll be on the air at 7:50 with our pregame show here live on CJTT. And Jim Moore will be sitting in for Alvin tomorrow night. Al's got business to take care of out of town.
That's right. Head down to Montreal. A long, old dog. I hope the Habs aren't playing because
Weren't you already there once
yes,
this week?
I had hockey last week, ski this week.
Oh, gee.
I can only do one thing at a time.
That's true. Right in front they come, the Cubs again, and Leash has to stop that. Back comes Valley the other way. Michael Corno. Brian Crisp in front, couldn't get the puck to him. To Pierce. Here's Forget to Burnham walking in. No, nice save there by Leash. at center. Here's the Pearson over the line. Turns away from his man. Enemy in front, one times it, and that was deflected to the corner. And it's cleared out and down the ice.
And we'll have icing call here with 5:17 left in the third period. Score 11-3 for the Cubs. Face off deep in the Valley East zone to the right of or left of goaltender Leach. The enemies out there on the forward line along with Dave and Craig Brown. On the points we have Luke Royale and Claude Rebar.
Here's Dave Brown going to the net. He got there, but the puck didn't. LaValle gets it to leg. Craig Brown stealing it out the line. Dave Brown now to Denemy. Craig Brown in front. They score! What a nice passing play that was.
Craig, Deshaun, the skate in the net. So the Cubs now not sitting back on their heels, just pounding it to the Valley contest. 12-3 is the lead now for the Cubs. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left in the period. And Valley used to just want to see this one get over so they can get to their motel and get a good rest. I hope they have to buy some new sticks tomorrow and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard, no, never mind. I better not say it. You'll throw me out of here. So Craig Brown scores his second of the game. Here comes Valley. Hodges has the puck go off the stick to center. Down into the Cubs zone it goes. Code pinned to the boards by Luke Messing. Major back there trying to dig it free. He does. And he will play it to the line, but not out. Tries again and can't get it out. Now Hodges sliding it in for Chris. Has trouble controlling it. And Marshall will freeze it. 4:06 to go in the third. 12-3 for the Cubs.
Face-off will be deep in the Cubs zone.
You want to read that, do you?
Yeah, I want to read
nice
that.
try.
Yeah. Face-off deep in the Cubs zone to the right of goaltender Chad Marshall.
You want to pick those 3 stars, don't you?
I got to start thinking about them pretty soon.
I
There
can
could
tell
be
you.
about 8 of them.
Let's see here. Craig Brown has 2. Marty Boach has 2.
How many assists
Tim
are there?
Severus has 2. Oh, I ran out of room.
Oh, you didn't write
Sean
it down.
Denemy's got a few assists in this game and a goal.
I don't know what we're going to do with
I
you,
thought
Jack.
you
You're
told me
falling
that
down
you
on
had
it.
your mind made up before you came here.
Thanks,
not
Jack.
this week?
I appreciate that.
Okay. Here comes Jason Burgett, the captain of the Cubs, speeding his way to
There's a fellow
center.
you got to think about right there. He's
That's
had a
right.
heck of a game tonight.
Yeah, he usually does, doesn't he? I haven't seen him play too many bad ones. As a matter of fact, I don't remember him playing any bad ones here on a Friday night. Although he might tell us different.
And his dad might.
Yeah. Zubik back in his own zone with 3:33 to go. And I think everybody here would just like to get this one over. There's that lead breakaway pass to Burgett just off the stick. And the goaltender came out and played it before he could get to it. Brendan Legg drops it to Fram off the glass over the net. As some of the crowd starting to leave, I think they've figured out this one's over, Al. What do you think?
Well, we should have the 3 stars skate out after the game, so they may stick around and watch it.
Al, have you ever asked Sean Smith about that tape job on that stick?
We got a penalty coming up to the Cubs here, Jack. Waiting for him to get the control of the play. 19 White holding the stick. I'm sorry, Jason Burgett will be heading in the box. 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Jack, nobody's going to read this after.
Yeah, I have
I don't think you're going to be able to read it either.
I can read my own writing. It's a
Jason
good thing.
Burgett, not too pleased with that call for some reason. But the face-off will come outside the Cub blue line.
You know why?
Denemy will be there, take the draw. Why?
Well, because he knew you were going to pick him as a star. Now you stroked his name off the list. Because he took a
I
penalty.
might have 8. I can't stroke him off. Shot on goal for the Cubs here. 2:49 left in the period.
Ryan Crisp.
Wakey, Jack.
I'm here. We're playing. Dumps it in. Marshall will play it. Luke Forget, a long shot in. Crisp on the puck again. Valley on the power play here in the last couple of minutes of the game. There's a save by Marshall. 2:26 to go. And Craig Brown gets it up to Sean Denemy. Nice move to get by his man. Denemy trying to get away from 3 Valley East players. He's chopped down, loses the stick. Craig Brown steals it. He's got Denemy in front, but Sean didn't have the stick. And now he'll...
Dennemy's a little upset. There was no penalty call on the play. He heads to the bench. Probably figures he might get in more trouble on the ice right now than he would on.
Krieger doing a good job here, filling this off. Well moves up. Krieger stealing it now. Trying to cut in front, he falls. And it's hard to believe Valdez has been advantage here right now, but here they come. They dump it in and make a change. And it's fired out and down the ice it goes with 32 seconds left in the Valley East power play. 1:27 to go in the third period. And they'll try and set up and get one last rush here with the man advantage. Fram, number 77, takes the shot, drops it back to the line to Carrier. Puts it right on the stick of Code, and he'll slide it up out of the reach of Sean Scott.
I think it would have been safe to announce 1 minute remaining in the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Penalty is over to the Cubs now, so teams both even strength. 44 seconds left in the game.
As we wind her down, folks. Therrien inside his own line. 30 seconds left. Chad Marshall will have to play this to Cote. Forget. Behind the net it goes. Leash does to play it. Dumps it into the corner. Dave Brown pinned to the boards. It's centered up front. Marty Loach was tied up. As we count it down now at 5 seconds left in the game, and the Cubs will take a 1-0 lead in this series with a convincing 12-3 win over Valley East. And it was close for a while, Al, but
that's right.
The second period, the Cubs blew it wide open. And,
Valley came out with a valiant effort. How do you like that one, Jack?
What were those?
I'm trying to count the shots on goal. You get your arm out of my rope.
Well, you give me my pad back so I can...
The Cubs had 13 in that last period, so I gave them a game total of 48. That's the highest I've seen them hit this year, I think. Valley East had 15 in that period. Well, they almost doubled what they had in the first 2 periods. They ended up with 31 shots on goal, so 48-13. The 3 stars tonight, Jack. Marty Loach, I thought, played a real good game for the Cubs. He had a couple of good scoring opportunities that he didn't capitalize on, but he did get 2 goals and a couple of assists. So I picked him as a 1st star. 2nd star, Jason Forget. You mentioned that I stroked him off the list. Well, I had to put him down again just to say that I proved you wrong. So he had some points and a goal, and carried the puck a lot for the Cubs tonight when they were even in strength, when they